The sky above the alien world was dark purple, with two small moons hanging low and casting faint light across the twisted forest. Tommy, a young human boy, ran through the glowing trees, his small legs trembling from fear and exhaustion. He had been separated from his team during the exploration mission, and now, everything around him felt strange and dangerous. The forest floor was soft but uneven, with glowing mushrooms that shone like little lanterns. Every shadow seemed to move, and every rustle made Tommy freeze. He held tightly onto his small backpack, hoping it would protect him from whatever was out there. His heart raced faster with every step he took. Behind him, he could hear strange noises, soft at first, but growing louder. He did not know what they were, but they were not animals he had seen before. Some of the sounds were clicking, and some were like whispers in a language he could not understand. Tommy felt a shiver run down his spine. He tried to calm himself, but the fear was too strong. Then he felt a familiar presence by his side. Ripper, his honey badger, sniffed the air and growled low. The little beast had always been loyal and brave, but now, even he seemed tense. His small claws dug into the ground, ready to fight. Tommy smiled faintly, feeling a small comfort. He whispered, "Don't worry, Ripper, we will find a way." Tommy remembered the stories of humans exploring alien planets, how some had disappeared and were never seen again. He did not want to be one of those stories. His mind raced, thinking of all the ways he could hide or escape, but nothing seemed certain. Suddenly, a large shadow moved between the glowing trees. Tommy froze. His eyes widened as tall figures stepped into the faint moonlight. They were aliens, covered in dark armor with sharp edges that glimmered under the moons. Their glowing eyes scanned the forest, looking for him. Tommy realized he was completely alone and surrounded. He crouched behind a strange, twisted tree, hoping it would hide him. Ripper moved close to him, growling at the advancing figures. The aliens stopped for a moment, sensing something. Their long fingers touched strange devices on their belts, scanning the area for life. Tommy's stomach twisted with fear. He was trapped, and there seemed to be no way out. His mind remembered one thing. He had to stay calm. Panic would only make it worse. He remembered his teacher saying, "Think like the alien wants you to be predictable, then you can survive." Tommy took a deep breath, trying to make his small body as invisible as possible. The aliens moved slowly, their steps silent despite their size. Tommy's eyes followed them carefully. He saw their glowing weapons, and his fear grew. He wished he had more than Ripper to protect him, but he also knew the honey badger was clever and brave. As the shadow of the alien army grew closer, Tommy whispered to Ripper, "We will have to be smart, friend, together we can survive this." Ripper growled once more, as if agreeing. The small boy and the honey badger prepared themselves for whatever was coming. The forest was silent again, only the whispers of the wind and the soft glow of mushrooms lighting their way. But somewhere in the darkness, Tommy knew that danger was moving closer, and that their real fight had just begun. Tommy had barely caught his breath when the forest grew colder. The shadows deepened, and strange noises echoed from every direction. He pressed himself against a twisted tree, peeking through the glowing leaves, hoping the aliens had not seen him. The ground trembled slightly, and then he saw them, tall alien soldiers moving in perfect lines, their armor shining under the faint moonlight. Their helmets hid their faces, but their glowing eyes pierced the darkness, scanning for life. Tommy's heart pounded as he realized there were more than 10 of them, maybe 20, surrounding him. He tried to stay still, but a twig snapped under his foot. The sound echoed like thunder. The aliens turned immediately, their weapons rising, lights flashing along their edges. Tommy felt a cold sweat run down his back. There was no way to run now. The army had him cornered. Ripper growled low, his small body tense. The honey badger sniffed the air and bared his teeth. His sharp claws dug into the soft ground, ready to fight. Tommy whispered, "Stay calm, Ripper, we can do this." His small voice barely carried, but the beast seemed to understand. The aliens moved slowly closer, their steps silent but heavy. Each soldier carried a strange weapon that glowed bright green. Tommy could feel the power in them even from a distance. He had never seen anything like it, and he wondered how humans had ever survived encounters with such creatures. One alien stopped a few meters away, pointing its weapon directly at Tommy. A faint hum filled the air, and the boy froze. He could almost feel the scanning beam passing over his body. It was as if the alien could see right through him. His small chest heaved as he tried to control his fear. Ripper leaped suddenly, baring his teeth and attacking the nearest alien. Tommy gasped as the little beast's speed surprised him. The alien stumbled back, clearly not expecting such ferocity from a small animal. Ripper's courage gave Tommy a small spark of hope. Maybe they had a chance. The alien army quickly adjusted, moving around the tree to trap both Tommy and Ripper. The boy ducked, holding Ripper close. He realized that brute force alone would not save them. They had to be clever, they had to find a way to escape. As the soldiers closed in, Tommy noticed something in the distance, a faint glowing tunnel that could lead to safety. His mind raced, calculating the distance and the risk. Could he make it there without being seen? He had no choice. He whispered to Ripper, "Follow me, buddy, we have to run." Ripper growled once, then sprinted ahead, his small body moving with surprising speed. Tommy followed, keeping low, dodging behind trees, and ducking under glowing vines. The aliens shouted strange words, their weapons glowing brighter, but Tommy and Ripper were faster than expected. The chase had begun, and Tommy felt a mix of fear and excitement. His heart was pounding, but he also felt alive. The forest around them blurred as they ran, every shadow a possible threat, every step could be their last. Even as the alien army closed in, Tommy knew one thing: he was not alone, and together with Ripper, they might just survive this. The lost human child and the small honey badger were about to show the aliens that courage comes in small packages. The aliens closed in, their glowing weapons aimed at Tommy and Ripper. The boy's heart raced as he watched their precise movements. There was no escape unless something unexpected happened. Ripper's small body tensed, his eyes shining with fury. The honey badger had always been brave, but now he seemed unstoppable. His growl was low and menacing, echoing through the strange forest. The alien soldiers paused for a moment, sensing the sudden change. Without warning, Ripper lunged at the nearest alien, his claws flashing. He bit and scratched with unbelievable speed, the armored soldier stumbling back in shock. Tommy could hardly believe what he saw. His little friend, so small, was taking on huge alien warriors. The other aliens quickly reacted, raising their glowing weapons, but Ripper was faster, leaping from one soldier to another, dodging the beams of light. His movements were wild, unpredictable, almost like a storm. Tommy's fear mixed with awe. He whispered, "Go, Ripper, go." Ripper's fury inspired Tommy. He picked up a fallen alien device, unsure how it worked, but hoping it could help. As he waved it, the aliens hesitated, confused by the sudden light and sound. Ripper used this moment to strike even harder, biting, scratching, and dodging every attack. One alien tried to grab Ripper, but the honey badger twisted and leaped, sending the alien crashing into a tree. The others watched in shock, clearly not expecting such ferocity from a small beast. Tommy realized Ripper was not just defending him, he was leading the fight. The forest echoed with the sounds of battle, Ripper's growls, the alien shouts, and the hum of glowing weapons. Tommy ran alongside him, staying low and avoiding the alien patrols. His mind raced, thinking of ways to escape while Ripper kept the soldiers busy. Even as the fight grew intense, Tommy noticed a pattern. The aliens were large, but slow in their coordination. Ripper's unpredictable attacks were confusing them, giving the boy a chance to move closer to the glowing tunnel he had seen earlier. Ripper leaped again, striking the tallest alien in the chest. The armor cracked under his attack, and the alien stumbled backward. Tommy's eyes widened. This small creature was turning the battle in their favor. He felt hope he had never felt before. The alien army was shaken, some retreating slightly, trying to regroup, but Ripper did not stop. His small body moved like lightning, each strike precise, fierce, and unstoppable. Tommy followed, running behind the fearless honey badger. Every second brought them closer to safety. Tommy's fear was still strong, but his courage grew with Ripper's fury. He knew they had a chance to survive this nightmare. The bond between boy and beast was stronger than any alien threat. The forest seemed alive with their determination, and for the first time, Tommy smiled. Even as the aliens roared and advanced again, Ripper's wild attack bought them precious time that Tommy needed to find a way out. The lost human child and his honey badger were proving that size and strength did not matter when courage burned brighter than fear. Tommy ran behind Ripper, his small heart pounding. He had never felt so scared and alive at the same time. The alien army was huge, but the honey badger's ferocity had given them a small chance. As they turned a corner, Tommy spotted a strange device lying on the ground. It looked like some alien tool, glowing faintly. His curiosity mixed with fear, but he knew this could help. He picked it up carefully, his fingers trembling. The aliens had paused for a moment, recovering from Ripper's wild attacks. Tommy studied the device quickly, remembering lessons from human explorers. A few buttons glowed, and a lever moved slightly. Could this be a weapon? Could it save them? He pressed a button, and a loud hum filled the air. Bright beams of light flashed from the device. The aliens froze, startled, unsure what was happening. Tommy's small eyes widened with hope. He pressed another button, and the light grew brighter, casting shadows across the forest. Ripper continued to fight, leaping and biting, his tiny body unstoppable. The aliens were distracted, some retreating slightly, giving Tommy a chance to act. He waved the device in the air, and a strange force pushed a few aliens back. The boy had found their weakness. A tall alien stepped forward, roaring, its weapon aimed at Tommy. The boy ducked just in time, pressing a lever that sent a flash of energy toward the alien. The creature stumbled, shielding its glowing eyes. Tommy's courage grew. He realized he could fight too. Together, Tommy and Ripper became a team, the honey badger attacking with speed and power, and the boy using his cleverness to confuse the aliens. Each movement counted, every second was critical. The forest seemed alive with their determination. Tommy ducked behind a glowing tree and pressed another button. A small shockwave sent two aliens crashing into each other. The remaining soldiers hesitated, unsure how to continue. Tommy's plan was working, his bravery shining brighter than fear. Even though he was small and human, Tommy felt like a hero. He was fighting not just to survive, but to protect himself and Ripper. The bond between boy and beast had never been stronger. Each strike of Ripper and each press of the device brought them closer to safety. But danger was still close. The alien army was not defeated yet. Tommy's muscles ached, and his heart raced. Every step could be the last, yet he did not give up. His mind raced for new ideas, while Ripper's growls echoed through the forest. For the first time, Tommy felt that courage could overcome fear, that brains and bravery together could challenge even the strongest alien army. He held the device tighter, ready for the next move. Ripper by his side, the lost human child was no longer helpless. The forest was filled with flashes of light, the roars of aliens, and the fearless growls of a tiny honey badger. Tommy and Ripper were ready to turn the tide, and nothing could stop them now. Tommy and Ripper ran as fast as they could, the forest around them blurred with glowing trees and strange shadows. The alien army roared behind them, but the small boy and the honey badger did not slow down. Ripper leaped over fallen logs and twisted vines, his claws digging into the ground for speed and balance. Tommy followed, holding the alien device tightly. Each flash of light from it confused the soldiers, buying them precious seconds. The aliens shouted in their strange language, but their voices sounded distant. Their formation broke as Ripper attacked, biting and scratching with relentless energy. The tiny beast's courage inspired Tommy to keep moving, even when his legs ached. A cliff appeared ahead, jagged and steep. The glowing tunnel Tommy had seen before was at the other side. He knew this was their only chance. "Come on, Ripper," he shouted, his voice full of hope. The honey badger growled and sprinted forward, diving ahead without hesitation. Tommy ran behind him, jumping over rocks and dodging alien weapons. One alien lunged, but Ripper bit its leg, sending it stumbling into the cliff's edge. Another shot of light from the device startled the soldiers, and a few more fell back, giving Tommy and Ripper the opening they needed. Finally, they reached the tunnel, its walls glowing with soft blue light. Tommy pulled Ripper close, and they sprinted inside, leaving the alien army behind. The sound of roars and shouted commands faded as they moved deeper. The boy's heart still raced, but relief washed over him. Inside the tunnel, Tommy looked at Ripper. "We did it, buddy, we survived," he whispered. The honey badger nuzzled him, growling softly as if agreeing. They had fought together, and their bond had saved them. The forest outside was still dangerous, and the alien army would remember them. But for now, Tommy and Ripper had escaped. Their courage had won the day, proving that even a small child and a tiny honey badger could challenge a powerful alien army. Tommy felt proud and amazed. He had faced fear, danger, and overwhelming odds, yet he had survived with cleverness, bravery, and his loyal friend by his side. The adventure was far from over, but this battle had been theirs. As they moved deeper into the glowing tunnel, Tommy looked back once, the forest of aliens fading behind them. He knew one thing for sure, they were not helpless, and they were not alone. Together, they could face anything. The lost human child and his honey badger had turned a desperate fight into a victory. Their courage and friendship would be remembered. The adventure was only the beginning, and the universe had many more challenges waiting for them.